Yes, sir. It's your boy B Hayes. We back with another one, guys. Before we get into it, let's give this video a thumbs up. If you're new around here, you already know what to do. So Shiba Inu, can Shiba Inu hit 1 cent in 2 years or less, guys? So let's go ahead and get into the video, break it down, share our thoughts and opinions on if we believe this thing is actually possible, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. From the looks of it, Shiba is currently sitting at in number 20, guys. We know it's 4 zeros. So we sitting at 20 right now. We just broke through major support at 22. If you've been following the channel, I told you guys, be prepared for a major pullback with Shiba Inu before the rip back up, guys. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So we know Shiba burn rate has been crazy this year. As the burn portal came in, it's now burned off more tokens than we burned off since January, January, February, March, April. Since 4 months ago, all the tokens that's being burned in less than 6 days, this burn portal has burned off more tokens than we have in the past 4 months, guys. Like I've been telling you guys in the previous Shiba videos, over time that burn rate is going to continue to increase. They're going to get better and better at burning tokens. The process is going to become much easier. They'll be able to burn tokens at a much faster pace. So with that being said, guys, this number and compounding all depends on how quickly we can scale up. From January to now, we already 10x the amount of tokens that's being burned. So we don't know how often we're going to be able to 10x the amount that's being burnt in a period of time. But judging off the calculations of what we already been burning from what's going on now, I like to do math of what's happening now, not future math of what if. But we can put that in there, but we just going to go off of what we got right now. So as of right now, we can burn off around 20 billion tokens a week. If we do 20 billion, we round that off, 19.7 billion, round it off to 20 billion. 20 billion tokens being burnt a week. Do that times 4. That's 80 billion tokens a month, guys. We do 80 billion tokens a month times 12. That's right around 960 billion. That's round that off. That's 1 trillion. A trillion tokens being burned a year, guys. Think about Shiba Inu supply is over 500 trillion. So 1 trillion is still a drop in the bucket. It's a lot of tokens being burned, but it's still a drop in the bucket in the grand scheme of things. That's not even, 10% would be 550, 1%. That's not even 1% of Shiba Inu total supply. So with that being said, it's going to take still us to, massively burn off these tokens to get Shiba Inu to that price of 1 cent. Because even with 2 years, that would equate to around 2 trillion tokens being burned. But if we calculate, that's at the rate we going now. We ain't calculating in the rate of all the other burn techniques that we have going on with the Shiba Inu Coffee Company, the Shiba Inu Gaming, the Shiba Inu community, with the community acquiring and burning Shiba. It's many different factors that's going into play with how people is burning off this Shiba. We just calculating one of the biggest ones, which is the burn portal. So if this thing could turn it up a notch, and say if we want to 10x every 3 months, because we done 10x in the past 3 to 4 months, in the next 3 to 4 months, say we then burning off, 800 billion Shiba Inu tokens, which that sound extreme right now, but we never know what can happen, guys. We just got to continue to go with the flow. Like I said, it's not nothing that we guaranteed, like, really care about, if that makes sense. We just going with the flow. I'm going with the flow. It's like I'm not forcing nobody, like, hey, y'all gotta burn more. We need you to burn more. It's like whatever happens, happens. I know this small amount that I got invested can be a very, very large amount if I just, buy and hold, guys. So with that being said, if they could pick it up a notch and make it 10x every so often, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, then that numbers could be way, way different. Instead of 2 trillion being burnt off, by the time you done 10x about 5-6 times throughout those 2 years, you done turned 2 trillion coins being burnt into around 20 trillion, 40 trillion, 50 trillion. And that's exactly what we want to get to, that 50 trillion, 100 trillion being burnt off. Because once we get 100 trillion, now we talking a nice percentage of the supply. We talking 20%. Then you start talking 250 trillion getting burned off. Now you talking 50% of the supply. Now those type of numbers is going to draw massive attention, guys. I'm talking about big buyers, billionaires. They already getting in. Best believe they already getting in, and they owning billions of tokens. So with that being said, all that's going to do is just draw more and more attention to Shiba Inu, guys. But like I always say, you just got to know how to play it. Don't get caught on the wrong end of the stick by trying to be too greedy, knowing how much you could, knowing how fast and how quickly this investment asset could move is very enticing for people to want to put a whole lot so it can turn into a lot at a quicker pace. But I'm fine with putting that small investment, let it turn into something big over time, guys. So that's all I got for this video. You already know what to do. Add me on Instagram at the B Hayes Show. I love y'all. We out, and God bless you. We gone.